It's actually a thing of joy when you um, see yourself definitely growing and you observe that obviously you are not on the same place where you started. So I started photography a year ago and I want you guys to be the judge for me. I'm going to be showing my works, some of my past work when I started, where I started photography from, and where I've gotten to, and what I've been able to learn within the past 1 year of me starting my photography as a student. So, what's up, guys? My name is Timotheus. I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer, and also I'm a video editor. When I started photographing, I actually started with photo editing. I haven't gotten a camera then. I didn't have any money to get a camera. And I learned Photoshop back then. I learned Photoshop I think 2020 during the COVID time, the lockdown, everything. I began with this was one of the first works I created in Photoshop. Should I say I was jobless? So I don't know. But I just felt like I was always motivated through my Instagram page. Whenever I go on Instagram, I just see people works and I love them. I love what they do. So that was how I could say my photo editing started. So this was one of the works I did back then. So also this also was one of the works I did back then. So whenever I look at some of these images, I do laugh and I do just smile. So it's actually funny. Like this particular image, there was this couple sitting on a car, obviously, and this was a wolf watching them. So that was how I began my photography. Also, this is one of the images I did back then. So sometimes when I look at these images, I just smile like this was a wolf. Um, I was trying to be detailed. When I showed some of my friends, they were like, why is the wolf looking so big and everything? I was like, it's the idea, just that I could not just come up with how to come up with a way of making it more realistic. And I feel if I do this now, I should be able to at least do something better. So this was how our photography rather started. So before we went to the next level, and I just want to show some of my past works and show you guys some things I think I did and with the issues. And if I was given the opportunity right now to do that, what I would do. So this was my roommate. I used him in practicing my photography. So it was obviously my only model I had back then because I just got a camera. So what do I know that I want to just quickly go out there and just start snapping? So it was my model. So I'll just take my camera, start snapping. But one thing I observe about this image, if I was to do this again, like look at the image, see the face. There's no the shadow is just overshadow. You can't see the person's face. And if you check, the focus is actually more on the hand. If you observe the image, focus is more on the hand, and there's really no much. It will be obvious that this image was done by a learner. And though some people might come out with this image, some people might come out with something tangible, but back then, what do I know? So this is also another image I took. So I've really learned a lot. I had to get people who are experts in the industry because you get into an industry you don't really know much about. I just did some couple of online courses to learn the little knowledge before I got my camera. So I had to know more about the industry because online course they were even taken by foreigners, not even Nigerians, and so you can't get it won't be like over there. So I had to mingle myself with photographers around. I had to be going to town my weekends to do more and to get more familiar with photographers around me. Another image also, this um as a photographer, one thing I've learned is the clients and the people you are taking the photos, if they knew how to do it, they won't go an expert. So I've discovered over the couple of months, I almost said over the years, so that you are the boss, you are the one in control. So you should be able to tell your clients, oh yeah, smile, do this, and you should be able to learn new ways of making your clients fall in love with you, ways of making your clients smile, because all of that will be shown in the picture. That's the story you're trying to tell. That's the story you're trying to pass across to your viewers who are viewing this photo. So this photo now, when I look at it, though she wasn't frowning, but I just looked at it like, what was the message in this photo? She was not smiling. Even the colors I used, there's something about colors. I started some courses. I was advised by a friend to take some courses in colors, and it really broadened my knowledge of colors. So I discovered that colors is a very essential part in photography. This image, I took it in my school over here, that's Federal University of Technology here in Akure, in Nigeria. So I happened to try, I just went to the basketball court on this fateful day, and I just discussed with one of the basketballers there that also played. So I just told the guy that I want to take a couple of pictures, so I just needed to just do your own thing and just let me do my own thing, and he was happy. And that was how we did it. And also that was the way I learned that, because obviously you get my you follow me on Instagram and you get my probably WhatsApp number. So that was another way I used to get more clients for me to, as a student, for people to get to know me. Like him now, when I did the picture and showed him, wow, it was lovely. So he will recommend me to his friends. Also, I'll get more followers. I don't know, you might have seen images like this on Instagram. Very lovely, where they will just use a teal and orange and they'll play with it. If you observe this, there are only two colors here, which is teal and orange. They're able to come out and carve out something very nice and tells the story. And when this image was one of the images I started, it's like this boy, he knows what he's doing, because I really loved the image and it gave me that sense of being a photographer. So this, I think I took this about, it's not up to, let's say, a month plus I took this image. So the editing process, based on I had less jets, I had to work more on my editing process. And so to avoid all of that, as I keep going further, I will get all those things. But I feel as a photographer, you should be able to use what you have at the current situation and stop comparing yourself. But whenever I go online, I see people who have all the necessary equipment they have. When you see their studio, you'll be scared that how can I achieve what this person is achieving? But I don't know. I feel it's possible with a little, whatever little thing you are working with and whatever little things you have, you can be able to still carve out something and make it top notch. So that was that for you. So another image. This, I tried going out of the box. Actually, there was no actually a window blind here. So it was in the editing process I did something like that. The image was somehow looking just too dry, and what could I do? So I had to add some window blinds, making it look like she's looking through the window and all of that, just to spice the photo up. So I feel as a photographer, as a photo editor, you should be able to go out of the normal picture when you don't have your necessary jets. What I'm trying to say, you should be able to go out by adding things to spice it up. Though if you have the necessary jets, you can spice it up in the shooting process. So this was still this same guy I took. So people really, I don't know why they loved it, but people really loved this picture. They're like, wow, it's actually nice. And this picture actually made me have more clients. It actually made me get more people. I started receiving, the day I even posted it, I started receiving calls, messages. But I feel this image really sold me. For the viewers, I feel the viewers, I want you to help me tell me why this image actually sold me, because I've been doing lots of image before this. So this image also of the same person I did. So in this image, I'll actually show you the before and editing process, the before the editing process and the editing process, and you'll be the judge. So this person saw that particular image and just chatted me up. I want something like this. and this was what I could come out with. So this was a little girl I snapped. The girl is actually very lovely. This photo particularly, I just love it because of the black and melanin skin tone. So it gives me that uniqueness, that black, we are unique in our own way, and there is no form of discrimination. It's almost like a raw picture, because there was really nothing. The only thing I just did a little bit of touching of her face. I just make it look cleaner. That was actually all I did. I think it's the same girl like this. I just feel there are no rules in photography. Most of the times we try killing ourselves. We try doing some things that I hope I'm following the rules. I hope I'm not going against the rules. Just be creative. Just do what you can. Just do something that people will appreciate you. That people will see and say, this guy is good. And always learn and open your mind up. Sometimes if it takes doing free service or spending money, just do it because in the long run, you are going the knowledge. Don't be adamant of learning. That's just some. Try to play with colors. Try to go out of the comfort zone. Try to do things outside the box. And I feel you should come out with something. So I want to be my judge. Am I actually improving? I showed my first set of photos I did, and I showed you some mistakes. I feel if I was given the opportunity again to shoot them, things are correct. So what do you feel about my photography? Thanks for watching my story on my past 1 year of photography, and also more videos to come on how I release my photos and my experiences as a photographer, a videographer, and also a video editor as a student. You guys, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.